All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So everyone has a strap, 2 blocks, if you want a blanket. So for those who don't know me, my name is Liz. This is an all levels flow class this morning. We're going to connect with our bodies and our breath. So the first things first, I'm going to have you come onto your back. You'll place your blocks towards the front of your mat and then have your strap accessible. Now once you go onto your back, you can bend your knees, you can keep your legs straight, you can take your feet together, knees wide, and Supta Baddha Konasana, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then just take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And do that a couple more times and just notice how that breath impacts your body. With every single exhale, can you allow your body to sink deeper towards your mat, towards the earth? And just checking in with the back of your body. So feeling the sensation of what it feels like for your body to rest against the floor. And as the back of your body rests against the floor, what does it feel like for the front of your body to just fully relax and melt towards the back of your body? So according to the Yoga Sutras, the purpose of yoga is the second sutra. It's Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So calming the monkey mind is how we would say in English. So calming the vrittis, all of the thoughts and the things that we think about all the time. How can we bring our mind back into focus? And the biggest thing is to pay attention. Just notice, it's not about stopping the thoughts of the mind, but bringing attention to the thoughts of the mind. And then channeling those thoughts into your experience. So with your mind's eye, bringing your attention back into your body. So we have this beautiful resource, our body and our breath, that can bring our mind back into the present moment at any time. So even if you just bring your attention maybe to your big toe, your right big toe, Bringing your attention to any sensation you might feel in your body, any movement, any niggle, any kind of pain or sensation, any joy, emotion. And then just starting to notice the quality of your breath. You're going to take your left hand onto your heart center and your right hand onto your belly. So we're going to start with a slow and steady breath or breathing exercise this morning. So I'll just explain really quickly and then I'll talk you through it. So we're going to cut the breath or split the breath into half. So you're going to start breathing into the belly first and then pause at the base of your ribs. And as you pause, you're going to keep your body relaxed. And then you'll inhale to the top of your breath into your chest and pause once again, keeping your body relaxed. And then we'll start to exhale to the base of the ribs once again, your diaphragm, pause. And then you'll exhale everything out. So I'm going to guide you 3 times in that direction and then we'll switch. So when you're ready, take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And just exhale out your nose to the very bottom of your breath. When you're at the very bottom of your breath, start to inhale to your diaphragm and pause. So from the belly first. And then inhale into the chest to the top of your breath and pause. Notice, are you holding tension in your face or your shoulders? Soften. And then exhale from the chest first and then pause. And then exhale everything out. Once you get to the bottom of that breath, once again, inhale into the belly first and pause. Inhaling to the top of your breath, pause. Feeling your entire torso expanded. And exhale from the chest first, pause. And then exhale everything out. Once again, when you get to the bottom of that breath, start to inhale into the belly, to the diaphragm and pause. Inhaling to the top of your breath into your chest, pause. Soften your face, your shoulders, your legs. And then exhale from the chest first and pause. And then exhale everything out. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out your nose. At the bottom of your breath, this time we're going to reverse directions. You're going to inhale into your chest first and then pause. Inhaling into the belly, bottom of your spine, top of your breath, pause. And then exhale from the belly first and pause. And then exhale everything out. Once you get to the bottom of that breath, inhaling into the chest first, pause at the diaphragm. Inhaling into the belly, top of your breath, pause. Exhaling from the belly, pause at the diaphragm. And then exhale everything out. And one more time, inhaling into the chest first, pause. Inhaling into the belly, top of your breath, pause. And then exhale from the belly first, pause at your diaphragm. And then exhale everything out. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. This time, exhale, sigh out your mouth. One more time, inhale deep into the nose. Exhale out your mouth. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana with your knees out to the side, take your hands to your outer thighs, bring your knees together to touch, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. Just take a moment to notice how you feel in your body, in your breath. Go ahead and take the left foot onto the mat. Grab your strap. You're going to take the strap around the ball of your right foot. And then stretch your right leg up. So feel free to keep your left knee bent or straighten your left leg on the mat depending on where your hamstrings are, how tight your hamstrings are. If your hamstrings are a little bit tighter, you can bend that left knee. Otherwise, straighten it out. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, staying connected to this breath, to your breath. And now visualizing a circular breath as you inhale all the way down to the base of your spine and all the way back up through the crown of your head. So softening through the shoulders, grabbing that strap with both hands, and just easing into your stretch. And then you're going to bend that right knee. And one more time, you're going to straighten that right leg back up. Go ahead and hug that knee in for a twist. You can release the strap to the side and twist over to your left, reaching your right arm to the right. Continuing to pay attention here. Notice what you notice. Do you notice the music? Are you focused on your body, sensations within your body? Is your attention on your breath? Or is your attention away from this space? Just notice. And inhaling, coming back to center. Go ahead and hug both knees back in towards your chest. And we'll take that to the other side. So drop your right foot down, keeping it bent if you have tight hamstrings, or straighten out that right leg. Take the strap around the ball of your left foot as you stretch that left leg up towards the sky. And again, you're grabbing that strap with both hands, just relaxing your shoulders down. Come back to that circular breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend that knee. That left knee coming back in towards your chest. And then slowly start to straighten it back up towards the sky. And on the next exhale, go ahead and hug that left knee in, set your strap to the side, and take a twist over to the right. Take 2 more deep circular breaths, all the way up and down the length of your spine. And go ahead and come back to center. Hug your knees back in towards your chest. You can either roll to your side. We're going to come to a seated position, or you can start to rock and roll on your spine. And then cross your right ankle in front of your left and grab your strap. You're going to take that strap into both of your hands. Take your arms pretty wide. We're going to start to take this strap back and forth forward. And you want to make sure that as you do this, your ribs aren't popping forward as you take your straps back. So you want to maintain this movement in your shoulder joints. So feel free to close your eyes if that brings your attention back into what you're doing, or you can keep your eyes open, it doesn't matter. We're just going to go slow about a few more times. Keeping your elbows soft, keeping those wrists strong and straight. Keeping your ribs slightly in so that your shoulders are the only things moving here. One more time, forward and back and forward again. Once you come back to the front, you're going to release, take that strap and fold it in half. Place that strap over the right shoulder. You're going to reach your arms out into a T. Take your right shoulder and rotate it forward. So this is the internal rotation. Take your left shoulder and roll it back. This is external rotation. Okay? And then from there, you're going to switch. So the left shoulder goes forward, the right shoulder goes back. And we're just going to continue those movements in your shoulders just a couple more times. And just notice any kind of sticky spots that you might feel, and notice what happens as you continue to move into those sticky spots. So the next time that the left shoulder goes forward, the right shoulder goes back, hold there. Take your left hand behind you, grab your strap, reach your right arm up and overhead, bend that elbow and grab your strap. Now, if you can grab your hands, great. If not, just grab the strap. And then keep your chest high. Close your eyes. And really feel this shape in your body. So there's no need to force. With your right ankle in front of your left, go ahead and flex that ankle. And if it feels comfortable for you, go ahead and hinge forward slightly. If you can come all the way forward, go for it. Otherwise, just hinge a little bit, getting into that right hip. And then keep your chest lifted. So rather than rounding through your chest and your shoulders, keep your chest open. Take one more breath. And then inhale, come back up. And release your arms. You're going to uncross your legs and recross in the opposite way. Take your strap onto your left shoulder. And then arms out into a T. Your left shoulder will rotate forward, internal rotation. Your right shoulder will rotate back, external rotation. Okay? You're going to start to rotate side to side in both shoulders, just moving into the shoulder joints. Go as fast or slow as you'd like. Feel free to close your eyes, just feeling whatever you feel in your body. The next time that your right shoulder goes forward and your left shoulder goes back, hold there. Swing your right arm back behind you, grab the strap. Reach your left arm up, bend your elbow, grab your strap. And again, if you can grab your hands, go for it. If not, stay here. So the strap allows you to bring the shape into your body. So not your body into the shape. So just feel where you feel, and notice what you notice in your body without force, without forcing any kind of stretch here. And then you're going to flex into your left ankle and start to hinge forward, keeping your chest open rather than collapsing forward. If you start to collapse forward as you hinge forward, just stay lifted. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. then slowly come back up. Go ahead and release your arms. And shake them out a little bit. And then you're going to take that strap and set it to the side. And we're going to make our way into downward facing dog. So whenever you're ready, you'll just take your hands down, lift your hips. You were in one of my classes last week. I taught the splits, and I really focused on the legs in downward facing dog. So when you start to lift your inner thighs up towards the sky, notice that energy bringing the pressure out of your arms and out of your hands and wrists. One more breath here. And then inhale into plank pose. I push up, take your knees down, lower onto your belly. Interlock your thumbs back behind you, or you can grab that strap and take your hands shoulder distance apart and just start to lift your chest up. So if you need your strap, grab your strap. The more you can open into your chest and into your shoulders today, that's what we're aiming for. One more breath. And then exhale, release. Take your hands next to your ribs, downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out your mouth. And then on your next inhale, coming onto your toes, keep your legs straight as possible as you start to walk your feet towards your hands. And then inhaling halfway, so hands to your shins, your thighs, or the floor, it doesn't really matter. Finding length from the tailbone all the way through the crown of your head. And then exhale and fold. Keeping that length. Feel into your feet, slowly rise with a nice long spine. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your palms together to your heart. Now that we're standing, close your eyes, take a moment, feel into your feet. Notice that energy rooting down through the feet, reaching up through the crown of your head. Notice your breath. Moving through Surya Namaskar A, inhaling your arms up and overhead, blink your eyes open. On exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Once again, wherever your hands land to find length in your spine. And then exhale, step back into plank pose. So from plank, you can either lift up to down dog or move through your vinyasa, lower down through cobra or chaturanga and up dog. Back to downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Noticing the sensations in the tips of your fingers as your finger pads are pressing and reaching into the mat. Keeping your legs straight. Inhaling onto your toes. Walk forward to meet your hands. Inhale, come halfway. And exhale, folds. Staying connected to your feet. Inhale, rise with a long spine coming all the way up. Reach up. And exhale your palms to your heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging at the hips as you fold. Take your time. Follow your breath. Inhaling halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step to plank. Once again, down dog or your variation of vinyasa. to your breath. Notice what the body feels, what your body feels like with every exhale and every inhale. And keeping your legs straight, inhaling onto your toes, walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhaling halfway. And exhale, fold. Keep your spine long as you inhale, rise all the way up, reach up. And exhale, palms to your heart. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhaling halfway. And exhale, step to plank, your variation of vinyasa or downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Go ahead and bend that knee, taking your heel towards your left buttock. Keep your shoulders square to the mat, but then open your hips high. And then straightening out that right leg. Exhale, hug it in, step it next to your right hand. So staying on the ball of your back foot, hug that right hip in towards your midline, and inhale, rise all the way up to a high lunge. Let your breath guide your body. Big circles. Exhale, reach your arms back behind you. And then reach forward as you round through your upper back. 2 more times. Take it slow. Last circle. When you reach up, bring your palms to your heart. Take a twist over to the right. So if you need to, your palms can come together, elbow on top of your thigh, or you can release that left arm down and reach your right arm up. Keep that right knee tracking over your toes. One more deep breath. And then exhale, release your hands to the inside of your front foot. Grab a block to the inside for side angle pose. Take your back heel down. Reach that left arm up, right hand on that block. Reaching that left arm up and overhead. If it's too much to bring that left arm up and overhead, just reach it up towards the sky. And then feel that nice extension through the left side of your body. Take one more breath. And then exhale, release your hands, set your block to the side, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Knees come down if you need, lower onto your belly. So dragging your hands back to pull the belly forward, lift your chest and keep going back. And then exhale, release downward facing dog. Your next inhale, reach your left leg up towards the sky. Bending that knee, taking your heel towards your right buttock, keeping your shoulders square to the mat. And then inhale, straighten that left leg, hug it in, step it next to your left hand. So stabilize through the hips by hugging that left hip in towards your midline. Inhale, rise. High lunge. This time, reaching your arms forward. Big circles back. 2 more, just like that. reach back up. Palms together as you exhale, take a twist over to your left. And again, you can keep your palms together or release your right hand down and lift your left arm up. Where is your attention? One more breath. As you exhale, side angle pose, taking your hands to the inside of your front foot. Left hand comes onto your block. Back heel goes down to the left. Reach your right arm up. From there, taking that right arm up and overhead. Feeling that stretch across the right side of your body. Take 2 more breaths. And as you exhale, releasing your hands down around your front foot, set your block to the side. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out your mouth. Keep your legs straight, inhaling onto your toes. Walk forward to meet your hands. Inhale halfway. As you exhale, bend your knees so you can reach for your big toes. If you can grab your big toes, grab them. Otherwise, just keep your arms reaching towards the floor. Let your head relax. And then from here, keeping your belly connected to your thighs, start to lift your butt up high. Don't let your belly leave the connection or lose the connection with your thighs. So it doesn't matter if your knees are straight or bent. And breathe. One more breath. And then release your hands, inhaling halfway. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Bend that knee as you kick your heel towards your left buttock. So keep your shoulders square, but lift your knee up a little higher, finding that rotation in the pelvis. And then inhale, straighten through that right leg. Step it next to your right hand. Hug that right hip back and in. Reach your arms up and overhead. So I'm going to reach your arms back behind you. Interlock your thumbs, your fingers. If you can grab your strap, you might want your strap. Lift your chest. And then fold forward. So you can rest your belly on your front thigh or take your right shoulder to the inside of that thigh. Reach your arms up and over. One more breath. And then slowly lift halfway. Release that strap if you have it. Take your hands to the inside for side angle pose. Grab that block underneath your right hand. Reach your left arm up. So you can hold here or internally rotate that right shoulder. And then from there, keep your upper body connected, reaching back towards your front leg as you take that right arm into a half bind. So bottom arm is in a half bind. See if you can keep your upper body reaching back towards your front thigh. Release that right arm. Inhale, rise up into reverse. Straighten your front leg and reach up. Breathe. Beautiful. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Back to your breath. Here. Rotate that knee over the toes. Keep your toes straight. Straighten your leg. Yep. Rotate that way. One more breath. And exhale, bend your front knee, release your hands, set your block to the side, come back to downward facing dog. From here, you can take a vinyasa of your choice, or we're going to end up in child's pose. So you can either take a vinyasa or come directly into child's pose. Take a couple of breaths. Finding that circular breath once again up and down the entire length of your spine. Just for one more breath, notice where your attention is. And then on your next inhale, reaching your arms forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Bend that knee, kick your heel towards your right buttock, lift your knee up as high as it'll go, keeping your shoulders square to the mat, rotating through the pelvis. This is a twist. And then straightening through that left leg, hugging it in, stepping it next to your left hand. So staying on the ball of your back foot, hug that left hip in as you reach all the way up into your high lunge. Reaching your arms forward. Interlock your fingers back behind you or interlace your fingers or grab your strap, lift your chest, and then exhale your fold. So either dropping your belly towards your thigh or taking that the left ribs to the inside of your left thigh. Let your head relax. One more breath. Then inhale, release your hands for side angle pose. Grab your block to the inside of that front foot. Take your back heel down, reach your right arm up. So the left arm, you can either stay exactly where you are or internally rotate through that left shoulder and bring it underneath your left thigh. Hold there, one more breath. Slowly release that left arm. Inhale, rise up into reverse, straightening into that front leg. Lift your left arm up. And then exhaling into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Come back to your breath. One more breath. As you exhale, bend your front knee, release your hands, set your blocks to the side, come back into downward facing. Back to your breath. On your next inhale, coming onto your toes, keep your legs straight. Walk your feet towards your hands. And then inhaling halfway. And exhale, fold. Keep your spine long. Inhale, rise and reach all the way up and overhead. And exhale, bring your palms together. Go a little deeper here. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands at your hips as you fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhaling your right leg up. Bending that knee, taking your heel towards your left buttock. Good. As you inhale, stretch that right leg up. Hug it in, step it next to your right hand. This time from here, grab both of your blocks. Hug that right hip in, straighten it into that right leg. And as you exhale, start to bend into that right leg. One more time, inhale, straighten. And then exhale and bend. Take your back heel down for side angle pose. You can either take your right hand to the inside of your right foot or outside, reaching that left arm up and overhead. From here, taking that half bind with your right shoulder, internally rotating and reaching it underneath your right thigh. You can internally rotate through that top shoulder and reach it back behind you for a full bind. If your body is forward and you can't bring it back, you don't bind, please. Half bind is good. From here, look down towards the floor. If you're in a bind, go ahead and start to walk your back foot forward towards that front foot. You can stay here or root down through that left foot and start to stand up. From there, if you want to try, you can start to straighten out that right leg. Okay, go ahead and release, stepping that right foot down. Step your left foot back and release your bind. Inhale up into reverse. Deep breath. And exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Don't worry, we'll have another chance. One more breath. The beauty of these poses is not to get your body into a pretzel, but to see where your mind is in focus. One more breath. Exhale, bend your front knee, release your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, bending that knee, opening up your head. Inhale, straighten that left leg out, hug it in, step it next to your left. Grab your blocks. So straightening into that left leg. Keep that left hip hugging back and in towards your midline. And then exhale, bend and lunge. And one more time, inhale, straighten. And as you exhale, bend into that front knee for side angle pose, your variation. Whatever variation you choose, where is your focus? Doesn't matter what your neighbor is doing. Taking that half bind underneath your left thigh. So internally rotate through that shoulder, reach it back. Internally rotate through that top shoulder, reach it back. If you're in a bind and you'd like to go further, start to walk your back foot forward towards your front foot. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to root into that right foot and stand up. Maybe when you're up, you start to straighten. Look at that. Straighten into that leg. Keep your chest open. Slowly start to bend that left knee. Step it down. As you walk that right foot back, release your arms. Here. And then inhale, straighten your front leg into reverse. And exhale into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Two more breaths here. And then exhale, bend your front knee, release your hands, step back into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, exhale out your mouth. Go to bring your knees onto the mat. I'm just going to show you. We're going to try Bird of Paradise one more time, and I'm going to show you. You have an option. You have many options. So we're going to come up to standing forward fold. You can stay in standing forward fold if you'd like. You can even stay in Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to come up to the front of your mat. If a bind was pretty difficult, you're going to grab a strap. You're going to take your feet wider than your hips and then fold forward. From there, you're going to take your right shoulder, wrap it underneath. Take your strap for your bind. Okay? Your chest is going to open up to the left. Then you're going to come onto the ball of your right foot, root into that left foot, and start to stand. From here, then you'll start to straighten. Or you might not straighten, and that's okay too. Okay? So the biggest thing is you don't want to crank into binds. This is how people get really, really injured in yoga. So if you're not binding well, don't worry about it. Don't do it. So you can do your forward fold. You can do Baddha Konasana. If you feel pretty confident and comfortable in your bind, then try Bird of Paradise. And the strap will help for sure. If you feel even restricted in your bind with the strap, stay in your forward fold with the bind. Okay? You know yourself better than I do. So you're going to come up to stand. Take your feet slightly wider than hip, not too wide, because then you'll notice. Okay. So from here, you're going to hinge forward and have that strap in hand, and then you kind of want to bring that. We'll start on the left side. Bring that left shoulder towards your left knee, and then you're going to start to rotate it internally. So it's almost like your arm kind of goes in and then back and up. This is where internal and external rotation is really important in yoga. And then you're going to grab the strap with your back hand, your other hand, and then from there, you'll start to lift up onto the ball of your left foot as you root into your right foot and lift up. If you did the opposite of me, that's fine too. There's always fun ways to do these things. Yes. And if you come up and that's where you stay, beautiful. Notice where your attention is. It doesn't matter what shape you're in. Beautiful. Okay, if you are up into Bird of Paradise, you're going to bend that knee, release back down. So with control, do everything step by step, then release your arms. Come into your forward fold. Come back to your breath. And then when you're ready, you're going to go to the other side. So your knees will bend. Wiggle that right shoulder underneath. Internally rotate both arms as you grab that strap. Make sure your feet aren't too wide. Or just bring that left foot towards your right foot. Beautiful. Balancing in our bodies does a lot for the brain. So even if you just stand there and balance, just wherever you are, that is a huge benefit to your brain. Once you're up, take a couple breaths. Beautiful, you guys. When you're ready, you'll release slowly with control. See if you can release that right foot back. Then release your arms. Come back into a forward fold. Set your strap to the side. Grab opposite elbows. head relax. Just notice how your body feels. And when you're ready, you'll release your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. And then walk back into downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the floor and swing your legs out in front of you. If you tend to have really tight hamstrings, please sit on the front edge of your blanket. Make sure that blanket is folded like so or even higher. Alright, so you want your strap. We're doing some binds today. Binds can be really, really good for opening up the chest if you have really tight pecs and stuff. Really, really nice for that. Okay, you're going to bend into your left leg, bringing the sole of your foot to the floor. Okay, you want 2 fist distances from your right leg to your left foot. I'm having a hard time mirroring today. And distinguishing between my feet and my hands, basically. All right, so what you're gonna do is you'll take the strap, you can kind of just put it around your neck. Yeah. Put it over your right shoulder. That will probably be better. Okay, and then you're gonna start to reach your left arm towards your right foot, and you'll start to hinge forward. You can even balance yourself with your right hand. Okay. You're going to internally rotate through that left shoulder and wrap it around the front of your shin. You'll take that strap. You can kind of pull it around. That was probably not the best logistical place. And grab that strap. And then you're going to internally rotate through that right shoulder and reach back either for your strap or for your left hand. Now this pose is all about sinking the nose towards your knee, but just hinging forward is great. Or if the bind does not work, either stay in a half bind or just reach for that right foot. Okay? There's many, many options here. If the bind doesn't work for you, don't do it. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly release your bind, coming all the way back up. Go ahead and straighten out your left leg. I'm going to do this better. You're going to take that strap into your left hand this time. Okay, and then you're going to bend into your right knee. So we'll take this to the other side. Make sure it's 2 fist distances away from your left leg. Okay. And then from here, take your right arm, reach it forward as you hinge forward. You want to try to get that shoulder around your knee as much as possible, and then internally rotate as you wrap it around. So that should be relatively smooth. If it's not smooth, don't worry about the bind. Then you can either reach for your left foot with your left hand, or take your strap and grab the strap between your hands, or grab your hands for the bind. And then again, the objective here, not necessarily the goal, but the objective is to allow your body to hinge towards your left knee. Take 2 more breaths here. And then go ahead and release your bind as you slowly come up. And then straighten out that right leg. Whew. Now we can set the strap to the side. All right, reach your arms up. And fold forward. Reach for your toes, your ankles, your shins, your thighs. It doesn't really matter. And just fold. as you're folding forward, notice where you can soften. Notice where you're forcing. And if you're forcing anything, see if you can allow yourself to let that go. One more deep breath. And then slowly release and come all the way back up. You're going to make your way onto your back. Once you come onto your back, go ahead and hug your knees back in towards your chest. Take a moment to rock from side to side. You can shake your legs and your arms up towards the sky if you need a little bit of shaking. We're going to finish with happy baby pose. So opening your knees wide, grabbing either the inner or outer arches of your feet. If that's not accessible, grab behind your knees. And then 2 more breaths. And as you are ready, you'll hug your knees back in towards your chest and make your way into Shavasana. So if you'd like your blanket for a little bit of grounding, you can place your folded blanket over your hips, your thighs. You can take it underneath your head if you need a little support underneath your head. When you're ready, you'll close your eyes, letting go of your body and letting go of your breath. and come back to your breath. Bringing movement into your body as you wiggle your fingers, your toes, rotating your wrist and your ankles. Maybe reaching your arms up and overhead. When you're ready, you'll bend your knees, rolling onto either side. And as you are ready, gently pressing up into a comfortable seat. Placing your hands on your thighs and keeping your eyes closed. And just taking a final moment here with your eyes closed to bring attention back into your body and into your breath. And just noticing how you feel after your practice. And we'll conclude with one Om together as you bring your hands to your heart. Taking one deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And inhale for Om. And I invite you to take a moment to bow your head, connecting the wisdom of your mind to the compassion of your heart. Bowing to attention, to the attention that you place on your body, in your practice, in your life. Bowing to your truth and to the source that connects us all. Thank you for joining this morning and for sharing your beautiful energy, you guys. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, everybody. For a beautiful President's Day tomorrow and Sunday.
Good.